Mom, what's going on here? You've already reached the limit this month already. What are you even spending so much on? What limit are you talking about here? Seriously, Sophie, you never explain what you mean properly. Tell me, what do you want to say in a way I can't understand what you're talking about? I'm talking about the credit card spending limit. That should be obvious. Why did you spend so much this month? Oh, is that really what you meant? You could have just said that straight away. There was just a little something that I needed to buy, so I used the card. And what is that little something? Does it really matter? Why do you care? It's my choice what I spend money on, isn't it? Why do I need to go out of my way to tell you every little thing I buy and why I bought it? That would be fine if you were the one who was paying back the credit card, but it's Peter and I who are the ones doing that. That's why I'm telling you to stop wasting money on useless things. God, you're so annoying about this. You need to stop worrying so much about all of these little things. Mark never complained about any of this when I was living with him, you know. It was so much more enjoyable with him than here with you. Can't you take a leaf out of this book? You should be more like him. You want me to take a leaf out of Mark's book? He was the one who left you with all the debt and ran off. Of course he didn't care about your spending habits. You were the one who came crying to us to help you. So how can you even say that I should be more like him? Is that how it is? It all happened so long ago, I don't really remember what happened anymore. Listen here, Mom. We paid back the entire credit card debt for you. And not only that, we even let you move in with us and are paying for your monthly expenses. I don't want to hear that you've forgotten all that. Don't you even feel a shred of gratitude to us? Oh, just give it up already. Why do you even have to keep bringing that up again and again? That happened a long time ago, so you need to put it to rest. And you always do this, you know. One small thing happens and then you start blaming everyone. I'm telling you this because I'm worried about you too, you know. We've helped you out a bunch in the past, haven't we? Can't you at least try to understand where we're coming from? Oh yeah, thank you so much. I'm so glad that I have a daughter who complains to me every day about every tiny thing I do. I couldn't be happier, thanks to you and all your help. I get to live a miserable life every day. Lucky me. I'm really so grateful to you for all of it. Oh my God, why do you have to take this kind of attitude? I'm asking you nicely not to act that in front of Peter. All you do is complain to him about everything. The money we give you to spend and just living in general together. You need to stop doing that. Ah, here we go again. I'm the bad guy and you need to tell me off. Living with Mark really was so much better than with you. I wish I could move out and live with him again. Look, I know that you love him as your son, and that you prefer him to me in every way. But as your daughter, I can't agree with you doing that. Why is that? What's wrong with Mark? Are you saying that because he broke off contact with us? Or are you saying that it's impossible for me to do that because we don't know where he is right now? Well, both of those things obviously does make it impossible, but that's not what I meant. Even if you knew where he was, it would all just end the same as it did last time. Do you want to be up to your ears in debt again? Of course I don't. Who would want that? That's exactly what I'm saying, right? So then just forget about Mark already. If you don't, it will definitely happen to you again if he comes back. Well, I don't think it will, but you can just help me out again if that happens. So I don't really see the issue here. Come on, give me a break already. You might be my mom, but there's a limit to everything. Being thankful to you for raising me isn't going to last forever, you know? Those feelings aren't limitless. Yeah, whatever. You always say that, but always end up helping me anyway. I know you, and I know you wouldn't leave me out to dry. You love me and will always look after me. Are you really sure about that? Because I wouldn't. But enough talk about that anyway. Oh, are you getting embarrassed talking about that? You know you have never been one to really listen to me, ever since you were a kid. But still, that's a thing about you that I think is almost cute. That's not important right now. I'm just telling you that you need to think about how you spend money. If you do that, then I won't have to complain to you all the time. Just get it together, will you? Please. I'm sick of having to do this over and over again. Sophie, sorry to message you while you're at work, but I want you and Peter to move out of the house. In the next few days would be best, actually. If you're busy, I can help you pack all your stuff so you can leave faster. What's this all of a sudden? What are you even talking about? Why would we leave anywhere? Mark is going to come back, and I decided that the two of us will live in this house together. What? Mark is back again? Yeah, isn't that great? I couldn't be happier to see him again. Just a little while ago, he contacted me out of the blue and said that there were some things he needed, and if I bought them for him, then he would come back home. Is that why you used the credit card for then? Well, yeah, he asked me so I couldn't exactly refuse, could I? He's my son after all. And then one thing led to another, and he's coming to move in now. What? Was he the one who suggested living together again? No matter how you look at it, he obviously just needs the money right now. I don't care about that, even if it means we can live together again. The only thing is that he said he didn't want to live here if you were around. That's why I need you to move out immediately, for Mark. Are you being serious right now? Of course I am. It makes sense for a mother to look after her oldest kid. And you're always so annoying as well. It would be better for me as well if you weren't around. Oh, really? Well then fine. I'll leave as soon as possible. You better not regret this later. I don't want you to come running back for help afterwards. Why would I ever regret this? Living with Mark isn't boring like it is with you. My wish actually came true. I'll say this just once. I don't agree with what you're doing. And I think it's a bad idea for you to live with Mark again. Nothing good will come of it. I just know it. Are you really okay with this? I told you that this is perfect for me. Don't go ahead making pointless predictions. Well, if you think like that, fine. It looks like you won't have any problems after Peter and I move out, so we can move out without any worries. Please, just do that. Mark is finally coming back home and I don't need anything to get in the way of that. I see how it is. Well, we'll leave, but I'm going to need a little bit of time at least. We don't even have anywhere that we could go to right away. What do you mean you don't have anywhere to stay? Why not just move to live with Peter's parents? Then you can move immediately and Mark can also come right away. There's no way we can do that. We haven't talked to them about this at all. And we can't just disrupt your life for something stupid like this. What? So what? I told you to leave right away. And now you want to put it off? Are you trying to talk your way out of it now? What if Mark doesn't come back because of this? Is that your plan? If that's enough to stop him from coming back, then he would just leave soon enough no matter what. Well, maybe. Don't worry about it. We will be out of your hair soon enough. I'll ask some friends to help and we should be able to find a place pretty quickly. I can't do much more than that right now. Fine, I get it. Just try and find somewhere as soon as you can. At least do that for me. Sophie, what's going on? You need to stop Peter. He won't listen to a word I say to him. What am I supposed to do to stop him from doing? He's just explaining to the movers what they need to take, isn't he? Everything's going just as he wanted when we're finally moving out. Why would I stop him now? The problem is what he's telling the movers to take. All of the furniture and the white goods too. Are you planning on taking everything out of this house? Yeah, and so what? I don't see the problem here. How can you not? What are you talking about? Peter and I were the ones who bought all of the furniture. I think it's pretty normal to take all of your things with you when you move. Even if you did buy it all, Mark and I won't be able to do anything if the house is completely empty. I don't care about that. It's not our problem whether you can do anything or not, or what your life may be like after we move. I don't need you coming to me with your problems. What? Are you serious? You know what you're doing is going to make life more difficult for your mother. And you still don't care about it? What's going on here? That's not how a child is supposed to treat parents. Who do you think you are to treat me like this? Show me some respect. If you're going to try and use that logic, then I can say the exact same thing. What? How? You can't say that to me. But you still rushed us out and asked to leave for some stupid, selfish reason. How much do you think it would cost if needed to buy replacements for all this furniture? Peter and I can't handle so many sudden expenses. You two have the money for it, don't you? So there shouldn't be a problem. The money isn't the main problem. It's that you one-sidedly kicked out your own daughter, and on top of that you also want to steal all of my things. It's not something a parent is supposed to do. You're in no position to complain about anything I do. But I'm the one in a bad financial situation, much worse than you. You two should just give this stuff up, because you are still in the position to buy new stuff. That's why you have always helped me out till now, isn't it? That's just because you're my mom. I didn't want to just leave you on your own and then something happened. I was worried about you. And since it's just been about money, I've been patient with you. Then it should be fine to leave everything now, no? This is the same kind of thing before. I already told you this before. Gratitude towards you for raising me isn't endless. And so what of it? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. Of course it does. I have no more feelings or love towards you now. And since we're going to be moving out, all expenses from now are your own. You have to figure it out on your own. I'm sure two grown adults can work something out. How can you be so selfish? Mark is coming back because he's relying on me, you know? What am I supposed to tell him if he comes back to this? I don't know. You can tell him sorry, I guess. This is all your fault after all. How can you be so irresponsible? Because I'm your daughter, that's why. And I don't have any responsibility for you and Mark. It's your fault if he comes here and gets angry. Are you okay with that? I don't care what a person who I will never see again has to say to me. Anyway, good luck. Make sure you don't complain and try to work it out on your own. It's your house now, so the two of you deal with it. Good luck living together. Mom, I keep getting a whole load of calls from an unknown number. Is this Mark's doing? That's because he won't answer your phone. Mark is absolutely wild with rage right now. And why is that? It seems like he racked up a lot of debt again while he was off by himself. And he came home because of his financial situation. But then he had to come back to a situation that is almost as bad as his. He's freaking out not knowing what to do. I knew that this would be the case. I just knew that he would be in debt again. He really never learns his lessons. Why are you talking to him as though it doesn't matter to you? It's all your fault for taking everything from the house when you left. You're the one who needs to learn your lesson. I already explained to you that we didn't do anything wrong, didn't I? All we did was take the things that we had bought ourselves. There was nothing else we could do anyway, because you told us to leave so suddenly, and the debt that Mark has is all his own fault. Everything is the fault of you two, don't you think? Here you go with the same thing again. I already know, though. You know? What do you know? That you will end up helping me again this time, too. You said yourself that you didn't agree with leaving in the first place. So you'll come back, won't you? What kind of dumb joke is this? You were the one who kicked us out in the first place, and now you think we will just come running back? Why would we do that? Because your mom is in trouble and needs your help. You're not going to just leave me like this. I know I raised a good kid. You wouldn't do something like that, would you? You really are incredibly naive. You might be my mom, but it's pathetic to see. Well, you helped me out last time, right? So it makes sense that you would help me this time as well. This is a completely different situation to before. Let me tell you this clearly so that you understand. I have run out of love and feelings for you. I'm not going to help you this time or anymore at all. It would be wrong of a child to abandon her mom in a state like this. And you're a smart girl, so you do understand that. So you know what you should do, don't you? Between helping you last time and you kicking me out of the house afterwards, I have no more duty towards you as my mom. It's all been used up. You need to understand that I just give up asking me already. Fine, I understand. I realize you won't come back. But then in exchange, at least pay me enough per month to live. No, why would I do that? Sort this out for yourselves. Listen here, Sophie. I just listened to all of your selfish reasons about why you don't want to come back here. So now, it's obvious that you need to listen to what I'm saying to you. God, you just sound so stupid right now. Why should I have to take care of my mom and brother who I neither love nor care about anymore? I'm telling you as clearly as I can that it's not happening. It's impossible. There's nothing impossible about it. If you don't help me out, then Mark is going to be really angry at me. Don't you care about that? I told you that I don't. You're the one who wanted to live with him in the first place. Sophie, please. Neither of us have anyone but you who can we rely on. We're family, aren't we? How can you leave us like this? Please, help me out this one last time. If you have time to beg me for the same thing over and over again, then use that time to do something on your own. If living with him becomes as boring as you thought it was living with me, then there's no point of any of this for you, is there? I don't plan on interfering with your lifestyles at all. Have fun, you two. Your favorite son has come back to you, so there is no need for your annoying daughter anymore, right? After I sent my mom that last message, I blocked her number and never messaged her again. In the end, her and Mark were not able to do anything to fix their financial situation and had to sell the house. They were able to somehow survive for a little while with the money that they got from the sale of the property, but because of the debt repayments that Mark was saddled with, that money didn't last too long either. Mom had to get a job again, despite her old age, and even Mark found some part-time job and worked day and night. Even now, he's still having to pay off his debt and interest payments and will probably have to keep doing so for the foreseeable future. Conversely, since Peter and I were able to get away from the two of them, and we no longer have to pay for Mom's expenses, we have actually been able to save a lot more money than before. When my mom was still living with us, and we were struggling to save up money, Peter and I almost given up on being able to have a child for a long time, since we wouldn't have the means to support one. But now that we have some breathing room, we were finally able to start thinking about beginning a family again. And then, after a while, being just the two of us, we finally said hello to the beautiful baby girl that we brought into this world. Now, my husband, my newborn daughter, and I are living very happily together. When she grows up, the way my mom and brother did things will serve as good cautionary tale for her as soon as she's old enough to understand it.
Trisha, is everything okay now? How's your shoulder?
The doctor said I broke my collarbone. They want me to stay overnight and try not to move.
I'm not surprised you broke something. I couldn't believe the sound it made when you landed. I'd never heard a bone break before. But look on the bright side. You'll probably be able to get some time off work for this.
Wait, are you not even worried about me?
Well, I was worried. But you're at the hospital now, aren't you? It's not like you're gonna die or anything. And the doctors and nurses are all right there if you need anything.
Are you not coming to the hospital to see me?
What? It's the middle of our wedding reception. Some of my relatives and friends drove a long way to be here. I can't just leave now, can I? And actually, since you left, the atmosphere seems to have died down a lot. So my friends and I are gonna hit a bar when this is over and have a real party.
You're going out drinking after our wedding reception? Does that mean Marcus is going with you?
Of course. He's my best friend and we've worked together for years. He was my best man today. He wants to make sure I enjoy my wedding night and have a great time.
But he's the one who got drunk and tried to push me into the pool. He's the whole reason I broke my collarbone. And he hasn't even apologized to me yet.
Oh, about that. He apologized to me after the ambulance took you away. So, we're cool now. He was like, "I'm really sorry, dude. She was supposed to go into the water, not try to jump away and break something." So, you see? It wasn't really his fault that you tried to avoid it. Plus, he's sorry. He said so himself.
So he thinks this was my fault because I didn't want to get thrown in a pool in my wedding dress? What about these hospital bills? Who's gonna pay for all this? I've got to talk to him about all this.
Don't worry about that. Marcus said he's paying for me at the bar tonight. Just between you and me, I think he's planning on taking me to a strip club. We're going with a few other friends, and Marcus is paying for it all. It's probably gonna run him about $1,000. We're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be great.
A strip club? You've got to be kidding me! On our wedding night?
Well, I can't really spend the night with you. Not in a hospital bed. And not with a broken collarbone.
Wow. I can't believe you said that. And you're letting him do all that instead of paying my medical bills? Don't you think he should be doing something for me instead of for you?
Well, your medical bill shouldn't be an issue. Your sister is in town for the wedding, isn't she? She's working in the big city making the big bucks now. She shouldn't mind paying your bills for you. I mean, I just met her today, so I don't know much about her, but based on what you've told me about her, she's got money to spare.
Your friend pushes me and breaks my collarbone. And you want my sister to pay my medical bills? Don't you think that's a little strange?
I guess it is a little strange. But it's been a strange night. Ha! If you ask me, this is nobody's fault, really. People get drunk and have a good time. Sometimes things happen. You've gotta learn not to let every little thing bother you. You gotta roll with the punches. Or in this case, with the pushes.
How can you say that? I'm your wife now, and I'm in the hospital because of one of your friends.
Well, regardless. Let's talk about this later. I've got a reception I gotta get back to. I'll message you later. Just know I'm still thinking about you. I'm with you in spirit, okay? I can't cancel the plans for the after party now. You'll just have to wait until tomorrow, and I'll come see you then.
Oh my god. What the heck is wrong with your husband? Why did you even marry a guy like this? Honestly, right now, that's exactly what I'm thinking too. I read the entire chat that you sent me. What is this guy, 21? He sounds like a kid. Is he still in college or something? He's 32. Oh my god. I don't think there's any hope in him changing then. What do you plan on doing? Well, I don't want to disappoint Mom and Dad. I think they'd be more disappointed if you stayed with a guy like this. I know you've always been the quiet and stoic type, but I'm your sister. At least tell me what you're really thinking right now. Well, honestly, I want to divorce him and get him to pay for all these medical bills. But I'm not like you. You're strong. I know you'd have the guts to stand up to him. Trisha, this isn't about being strong or weak. I know since I moved to the city, we haven't spoken much. But I see you haven't changed a bit. I wish I was like you. You can do anything. You moved to the big city all by yourself, got that good job, and you're doing great. I'm stuck in the small town we grew up in, and I'm just a plain old receptionist. Nobody respects me. I'm just stupid. Something like this was bound to happen to me. Don't say that! This isn't your fault! And if you keep thinking that way, nothing is going to change for you. We're not gonna let him do this to you, and we're not gonna let him treat you like this anymore. I'm gonna help you. But if I divorce him and run away from this marriage, I don't think anyone will ever want to marry me again. That's not true. You're a sweet, kind-hearted person. I know you'll find someone else. Someone better. And being married to a guy like this isn't going to make you happy anyway. You don't have to put up with this. You deserve better than this. I know, but I'm scared. Tell me what you want to do. Honestly, I'll help you. Do you really want to stay married to this guy? I want to be married, but I don't want to be married to him. I want to divorce him. Is that what you really want? Well, not exactly. What I really want to do right now is to beat the crap out of that idiot friend of his. I can understand that feeling. That's the side of you we need right now. And don't feel bad about that. I think anyone in your situation would feel the same way. I have an idea about how you can get back at both of them. I'm on my way to the hospital right now. Really? Thanks. I didn't think anyone was coming to see me today. Why would you think that? Mom and Dad couldn't leave the reception right away when the ambulance came, but they're headed to the hospital now too. We're all on your side. You don't need to be scared. Really? I thought Mom and Dad hated me. Compared to you, I thought they were embarrassed of me. I thought I was the one they wished they didn't have. You've got to stop comparing yourself to me. Nobody is embarrassed of you. Trisha, everyone loves you. You're nice to everyone. Stop being so hard on yourself. Thanks, Alyssa. Anyway, I'm on my way over right now. We'll talk more when I get there. I'm gonna make this guy pay for how he's treating you.
Trisha, this after party is amazing! And since Marcus is paying, we're drinking so much. I'll be lucky if I make it home before I pass out.
Oh, I'm glad you're having fun.
I'm so drunk right now. I doubt I'll be getting out of bed at all tomorrow. Lol. We were just talking about how Marcus tried to push you into the pool. It was hilarious.
What?
It was so funny. Just talking about it. He had me laughing so hard. Tears were coming out.
You laughed at that?
Huh? What's the big deal? Don't tell me you're angry. Don't get so worked up about it. So you broke your collarbone at the reception? It's no big deal. Marcus just got caught up in the moment. Give him a break. I just realized I said break. Oh, get it?
Hayden, I'm divorcing you.
Huh?
I'm divorcing you. I never want to see you again. Got it?
What? What's the big deal? Learn to take a joke, lol. Wait till I tell the guys what you just said to me. They'll die of laughter. I'm gonna tell them as soon as they get back from the bathroom. They all went to the bathroom when I brought up you breaking your collarbone. They must have been laughing so hard they thought they were gonna piss their pants or something. And as for you saying you're gonna divorce me right after we just got married, that's not even funny. Grow up.
What are you talking about? This isn't a joke. I'm dead serious.
Hold on, Marcus just came back from the bathroom. Wait, what did you say?
Your wife breaks her collarbone because your idiot friend tried to push her into a pool. Then, not only do you not come to the hospital with me, you laugh at the whole situation. I'll never forgive you for that. I'm divorcing you, and I'm suing you for my hospital bills on top of the divorce settlement.
Wait. Just calm down a minute. Think about this rationally. I know you don't want to divorce me. Your parents were so happy when we got married, and I know you want to give them grandchildren. Are you really gonna throw all that away over this? Is that what you really want?
Yes, I've already spoken to my parents about it. They think I'd be better off being single my whole life than I would be staying married to you. And by the way, my sister thinks that too.
What? This was all just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. I hate a woman with no sense of humor. You can't even take a joke.
Say whatever you want. I'm still divorcing you.
Whatever. There are plenty of women who would jump at the chance to marry me. Divorce me if you want. I've got a great job at a great company. I can have any woman I want.
Good luck with that, because your company is firing you.
Huh?
We know your boss. We told her everything that happened. I even sent her our chat history. She's gonna be firing you and Marcus. You know how important employees' reputation is to your company. Your boss said if clients found out you two acted like this, it would destroy their credibility.
Wait. You're kidding, right? You're bluffing right now, aren't you?
I'm not bluffing. I talked to Shelley Wilkinson. She's the regional manager, right?
Trisha, that's not funny. If my company found out about this...
Oh, so now you think what you did was bad. You didn't seem to care before, but suddenly it's bad enough that you don't want your regional manager to know about it? Oh, and I'm looking into filing criminal charges against Marcus, too.
Trisha, don't you think you're taking this just a little too far? What happened at our wedding reception has nothing to do with work. You should know that.
I broke my collarbone. It's gonna take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. I can't work like this. And I've got all these medical bills to pay now. What your idiot friend did to me at our wedding reception is going to be affecting my work. So if I have to tell my company what happened to me at the reception, your company should damn well know too.
Why couldn't you just laugh this off like you were supposed to? Marcus was just playing around. This is the problem with you. You take everything too seriously. You gotta loosen up and enjoy life. Life is wasted on you.
Well, this is what you get for acting like an idiot. You two need to grow up. You can't act like kids your whole lives.
What's gotten into you? You've never spoken to me like this before. Are you acting like this because you finally got your sister and your parents on your side or something?
I'm gonna make sure you never work in this industry again.
Huh? Who is this?
It's Trisha's sister, Alyssa. I've posted your name, your photo, and everything you've said to my sister on the internet.
What?
You work in the advertising industry, don't you? I work for an advertising agency myself, in the city. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows about you. You'll never get a job working in this industry again. You'll be lucky if anyone from any company will hire you ever again, because everyone is going to know how you treated your wife.
Hold on! What's going on here? Why are you doing this? What's going to happen to me?
I've already posted your name, face, and chat history on social media. After that, I'm going to spread the word to every advertising agency out there. You'll be blacklisted. You'll never get hired again. You'll never recover from this. You know that, right? I'm gonna make sure of it.
But this... You're taking this way too far.
This is my little sister we're talking about. Did you not think I'd stand up for her? I can't believe there are people like you still out there. You're acting like you're still in college. Grow up! Wait, I take that back. Even if you were in college, it wouldn't give you and your friends the right to push women and then laugh at them when they get hurt. But it all stops here, because I don't think you're gonna have much to laugh about in your future.
I can't believe you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? But you don't know who you're messing with. People like me, I've got friends. I've got so many people who'll back me up. In fact, right now they're...
They're what? I think those so-called friends you're talking about came to the hospital to see if Trisha was all right.
What?
Who's there with you now, huh? Just your partner in crime, the woman pusher, right?
Oh my god. They said they were going to the bathroom. That's why they haven't come back yet.
They came here to apologize to Trisha. They also told her when Marcus gets drunk, it's impossible to stop him. It appears this isn't the first incident they've had with him, and they seem to have had enough of his BS. They said they followed you to the after party in hopes that you'd come to your senses or that they could convince you to go to the hospital. But when they brought up what happened, you two broke out laughing at the situation again, and they knew there was no hope for you. Are those the friends you said would have your back?
Well,
Trisha is too shy to tell you this, so I'll do it myself. She's giving back all the wedding presents you guys got today, and she's not paying a cent for the wedding. We've already spoken to your parents about that, and they're in agreement with us. You're paying for the cost of the entire wedding yourself. Have fun with that.
I can't believe this.
Hayden, it's Trisha. Everything my sister said is true. We're through.
Trisha, come on. Reconsider. Give me another chance. You love me, don't you? Everything has been going well between us up until now. Please, don't turn your back on me now. How am I gonna live without you?
Honestly, I don't really care. I had to rely on my sister to help get this done, but I think I finally gotten what I wanted. I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't even want to see your face again.
I understand that I acted like an idiot. I admit it. But getting back at me like this is going too far. Divorcing me is one thing, but getting me fired?
I guess I did go a little too far. But I just got caught up in the moment. Give me a break. After that, Hayden and Marcus were forced to pay my bills as well as a little extra for emotional distress, and they both got fired from their jobs. After my sister got them blacklisted, it was extremely difficult for them to find another job in their field. Not only that, all of their friends and relatives found out what they did to me and how they treated me. So they were both shunned by everyone they knew. Hayden and Marcus were best friends when all this started, but each blamed the other for how things turned out. Now they've stopped talking to each other completely. In an attempt to get a new start, they both moved far away, and nobody really knows where they're at now. It seems my sister was right, and things happened exactly how she said they would. Maybe she and I went a little too far with our revenge, but I honestly don't feel sorry for either of them.